Indonesia's most famous island is situated right beneath the equator. The island is no bigger than the tiny state of Sikkim, yet offers a wide spectrum of rich landscapes. Bali is perfect combination of leisure, adventure and spirituality, so there is something for everybody here. This paradise has enough to captivate and entice you into never leaving this place. If you are an adventure addict, then you are in for a real treat. Generally, Balinese people are very friendly. The Balinese culture is both similar and different to Indian culture. You see many temples and statues related to Hindu deities, but the traditions and ceremonies are very different. Almost every building has a small temple in front of it. You'll see offerings in the form of flowers and incense sticks in front of these temples. Denpasar, the capital city in South Bali, has an international airport and there are several flights from Malaysia, Vietnam, Singapore and Australia. If you are visiting from India, you may have to take a connecting flight at Malaysia, Singapore or Vietnam. We visited Bali in the first week of December. It's usually the beginning of monsoon there, but nothing much to worry as the rain will be in bursts of half an hour or so. It was not persistent for us, unlike many places in India. We hardly saw any rain in our 9-day trip. Usually, there are no direct flights from India to Bali. Indians would have to take a flight to Kuala Lumpur or Singapore and then change flight to Denpasar. The flight costs anywhere between 20k to 30k depending on the travelling season and airlines. We found hotels in Bali to be relatively cheaper. If you are a backpacker or a solo traveler, hostels may cost you anywhere around 500 to 2k per night. But if you are travelling as a couple or a family, then a decent 3 to 4 star hotel may cost you anywhere between 3 to 5k per night with really good amenities. We tried our hands at Airbnbs for the first time and it turned out to be a wonderful experience. The links can be found in the description box below. It is highly recommended to get your travel insurance as Bali is a place with a lot of adventure activities. We purchased ours from New India Assurance at about 1000 rupees per person. There are many options to buy insurance through ACO, Policy Bazaar, Digit, MMT, etc. Bali is a small island in Indonesia and the local currency here is called Indonesian Rupiah, IDR. IDR has a very low unit value and so you'll often find the prices of items to be in hundreds of thousands of rupiah. For fair understanding, 1 Indian rupee equal to 185 Indonesian rupiah or $1 equal to 15,000 Indonesian rupiah. For ease of calculation, 100k Indonesian rupiah will be about 550 Indian rupees. Usually, most items like cab prices, petrol, hotels should cost less than the equivalent amount in India, with restaurants and cafes being an exception. If possible, avoid currency exchange at airport as the exchange rates will be bad like everywhere else in the world. The exchange rate for Indian rupee is very bad. US dollar fetches a good exchange price in Bali and we highly recommend that you carry US dollars from India. There are many currency exchange shops in populated areas of Denpasar region and Ubud. For a 9-day trip, we carried about $700 just to spend on surplus items like food, water, shopping and other daily expenses. You can as well use credit cards and most banks provide good markup charges for this. culture in Bali is mostly non-vegetarian. For vegetarians and vegans, we recommend that you carry packed or ready-to-eat food items. Major cities like Kuta, Seminyak, Nusa Penida, Ubud, etc. have express laundry outlets available almost in every street, which provide a turnover time of 3 to 4 hours. This we thought is necessary to mention as it helps one to plan for the packing and reuse of some of clothes like swimwear, towels, etc. The visa on arrival process is mostly hassle-free, but expect a long queue at busy hours. Visa on arrival charges for an Indian costs about $33 per person and will be valid for a period of 30 days. We recommend that you carry US dollars especially to pay for visa on arrival, as the currencies accepted here does not include Indian rupees. Internet in Bali is very well established with Wi-Fi connection at airports, hotels, restaurants and even small cafes. We completed our whole trip by not buying a local SIM, though it is not usually a recommended way. We actually bought a local SIM card, but it did not work with our Indian cell phones. We recommend that you buy a SIM at the airport and make sure you get the signal. For non-vegetarians and seafood lovers, this might be a place to try out local dishes. However, it is not the same for vegetarians, as there are very few vegetarian restaurants and you need to be very explicit with your order that you don't want meat in your food. The local staple food is called nasi goreng and mee goreng. Even the local supermarkets don't have vegetarian options for instant noodles. For vegetarians and vegans, we recommend that you carry packed or ready-to-eat food items. Having said this, there are quite a few Indian restaurants in Denpasar area and Ubud, though you may find it expensive. Here is the list of restaurants we tried and would recommend you. Pristine beaches, candy-colored sunsets, dense jungle and colorful traditions, Bali really is a picture-perfect paradise. Home to some of the most beautiful places in the entire world, we are spoiled for choice when it comes to exploring Bali's best bits. Motorbikes for rent can cost anywhere between 70k to 100k IDR per day. Usually, all hotels and Airbnbs have their own rental scooters, and this is the best mode of transport if you are a decent driver. Cabs are also available in plenty. You'll find most cabs to be very clean and drivers very friendly. The usual cab rental price per day is between 500k to 600k. Bali is a rare place that is both deeply spiritual and fun. There are plenty of amazing Bali adventure activities and things to experience that are ideal for making memories to etch in your mind for a lifetime. Whether you arrive in Bali with the intention to shop or not, you're going to end up buying something to take back home. Most of the articles found in Ubud Art Market is locally manufactured by local artisans. On the way to Mount Patur from Ubud city, we found continuous row of native shops selling handicrafts. Each shop is unique in its own way.